Don't worry, don't laugh. Someday you're going to have to wear these things, guys. Sooner or later. Never thought I'd have to wear glasses myself. But, right, Paulie? Okay, first of all, before we get started, like I said earlier, everybody's a winner here today, okay? But, you know, we have to pick first, second, and third. What helps out is we try to do the best and evaluate in the morning. And each coach, excluding myself, I did not vote for anything, okay? Voted for their top 3 in every class. And then we gave a point total for that. And then this afternoon we did some contests and we gave point totals for that. It's amazing though that the people that got some of the higher scores in the morning also got a lot of the higher scores here in the afternoon. Okay? So somebody has to win, somebody has to lose as far as that's concerned. Now, one thing you take from any kind of competition, and you've heard me say this before, you've got to be competitive and you've got to want to compete. Okay? It's the only way to make yourself better. So as a result, everybody's better as a result of what we did here today. Now, and I said this to you at lunchtime, the intensity level that you came out here this morning with, it's the same intensity level that you need to bring to the table when you start with your own teams on the 12. Okay? Quarterbacks have got to be leaders. They've got to be out in front all the time. And that's even if you're a junior. Let's say you're not captain of the football team, but so what? You're a quarterback, you're automatically a team captain. You take control. And wide receivers, same for you. Take control and be a team player. Hey, when you come back in the huddle, you keep your mouth shut. The quarterback's the boss. Whether you like it or not, he's the boss. And only his words matter when it comes time to the huddle. He's the coach on the field. Okay? Now, gentlemen, when we started competition, as the coaches here have made a lot of reference to, we started back on December 28th with our first camp of the year. And here we are now, the last day of July, only 10 days away from high school football season. Many of you have been with us now for quite a long period of time. And believe me, the improvement that we have seen, the growth that we have seen has been incredible. And the reason being, when you come to camp, you're on it every down, every snap, every play. You're on it. You want to be the best that you can be. Okay? So when you go home, if your focus is there, you'll get better. Every day you go out there, you practice with the same type of intensity. Okay? And again, don't be afraid to make a mistake. Don't be afraid to lose. You've got to reach out. Okay? It's going to happen. Understand, coaches will lecture you all the time. Many of us that have been in this game as long as we have, okay, I myself, you know, I've been coaching high school football since I was 22 years of age, and now I'm 60. All right? And we have about 1 million speeches stored up in the catalog, okay, that we sort of bring out all the time. All right? And if you repeat them, you repeat them, repeat them, repeat them over. And that's true, you do. Okay? And I think you guys have to understand, this is only part of it. You've worked hard, you put a lot of time in. The beginning of high school football season is right around the corner. As far as I'm concerned, and I know many of the coaches here are great, it is the best time of the year. There is nothing like Friday night football. Nothing like it. Okay? I mean, the chill up your spine, the excitement that goes with it. All right? There's nothing like it. And that's why we play this game. Remember, to get to Friday night, though, is a lot of hard work, and you guys know that. The weight room, the running programs, the meetings, you name it. The camps. Okay? Many of you probably already been to team camps. I mean, you put a lot of hard work in. Let it all come to the top part of the 12. Okay? So, here we go. We're going to call out some of our winners right now. Let's start out with our future star category, or what we call our middle school category. Okay, it's our grades 6, 7, and 8. Here's where you see so much improvement. I love it when I see these little guys come to camp, okay, and then all of a sudden they develop and mature. That's amazing how much improvement occurs in a short period of time. All right, in third place in our, what we call our middle school division, okay, in third place we have Zaki Salesman. Come on out here, Zaki. Give Zaki a big round of applause. Zaki is one of our regulars. He's been coming to camp here now for the last 4 years. I mean, he has really worked exceptionally hard, and he's getting better every day. In second place on our middle school division, Chase Deal. And in first place is Makai Alexander. Okay, let's progress up. Let's go to our 9th grade class. Our 9th grade class. Guys, stay up here. Just stay right there together. In third place in our 9th grade class, we have Taylor Lentz. In second place, Grant Brenneman. And in first place, Kashim Hill. Okay, that's our 9th grade division. A cute story here on Kashim when we talked about it. I met Kashim about 5 years ago. He was this tall, okay? 4th grade going in, Dad called me up from Delaware and says, hey, can we work with him? I said, he's a little guy. I'll tell you what, guys, every Sunday, his dad would drive him up from Delaware up here, and we'd work out for an hour, and in a few short years, he's developing into a good-sized young man, but it can happen when you work hard and you put the time in. 10th grade. In third place in our 10th grade group, Chase Muma. Where's Chase? Okay. In second place, Chris Ferguson. And in first place, Shane McLaughlin. In our 11th grade division, in third place, Alex Hornibrook. In second place, Joey Addison. And in first place, Tyler Schubert. In our 12th grade class, in third place, Mark Piles. In second place, Blake Cahill. And in first place, Andrew Ford. Again, I always bring this up. For those of you that don't know, Andrew Ford just accepted a full scholarship to Virginia Tech, so he committed to Virginia Tech about a couple of weeks ago. Okay, our wide receivers. We rated the top 3 receivers in the group. Okay, in third place in the wide receivers, Kyair Bynum. In second place in our wide receivers, Kyler Smith. And our first place for wide receivers, Jordan Hardy. Okay, like I said, these guys happen to win the competition. Take a seat, gentlemen. When we're done here, I got to take pictures of everybody, so don't leave on me, okay? All right? Congratulations to all the winners. But again, congratulations to all the guys here today. Like I said, through the course of the year, you know, this is my give back to you guys coming to camp during the course of the year. Obviously, I'm running a business, so it's important to me, number one, to produce a great product, and number two, to be able to get the business going and grow and so forth. I mean, that's what we're all in it for. But the bottom line is, there's a great deal of satisfaction in all of us. Okay, when we read about young men that come to the camps, when we read about young men that started here and they're here, they started with very average ability and all of a sudden now developed into something very special. Gentlemen, it's not going to come unless you work very, very, very hard. And even at that, as these guys will tell you, there are no guarantees. None. None. Okay? You can do everything your coach tells you to do and more. And things may not work out. That's a part of the game. Okay? It's part of the game. For many of you that are looking to possibly continue your education, we hope 100% will, and then continue to play football on the next level, there are numerous levels to play at. And there are plenty of places for many of you to play at. Okay? But you're going to have to work very, very hard. This game requires an awful lot of time and an awful lot of commitment, as you are knowing at this point in stage in your career. Now, just to give you a few things, as we have actually our last camp of the year is on Saturday, our last one-day camp. We call that the final tune-up because that's basically what it is. Final tune-up. Okay, get a great workout in, get your body ready to go, okay? Focus on your throwings. I tell you what, I just finished up one of my team camps, and one thing that stands out with the quarterbacks, as soon as you put all those other people in front of you and you put a full defense out there, we tend to forget about our fundamentals. Guys, remember this. If the fundamentals aren't there, the rest is going to suffer. It's going to suffer. You've got to be on top of your fundamentals for the rest to really take place. Understand that. You know, we've mentioned here, hey, get the elbow up. Transfer that weight. Get the ball over the top. Okay? Keep the ball up. Don't drop it. All those kinds of things. Hey, point that front shoulder at your target. Continue to the target after you release the football. Follow through. All of those things are so critical when you start to get in live competition. Okay? Don't forget them. Don't forget them. Our job is to help you improve your fundamentals so you can go out and have a great high school football season. Okay? I know I'm speaking for the guys here. We wish everyone the best. We do. Okay? We do. Now, during the course of the year, you know my email. You know how to get a hold of us. You get numerous emails from us anyway. Hey, bring us up to date with what's going on. Hey, if there's a nice article about you in the newspaper, send it to us. We want it so we can put it on our website. The website has changed considerably. We got a lot of activity there, and there'll be a ton of other activity going on here in the next week. Now, just to give you an idea, I've already started planning for next year. Been planning on that pretty hard. That's what I try to do. Once my camp season's over, now I become a full-time football coach at Cedar Cliff. I try to have everything done before my season starts. So we are working on all of that right now. But a couple of things we're going to be doing for next year. One of the things we're going to be developing in Pennsylvania in particular. We're going to develop what we call the Pennsylvania Top 10 competition. And we're going to run it very similar to the Elite 11. We're We're going to have 4 sites. One in Scranton, one in Philadelphia, one in Pittsburgh, and one here. And it's going to be 4 3-hour camps where young men can come to try out. At each camp, we're going to select 2 quarterbacks. At the end of the 4 camps, we would have selected 8 quarterbacks. We're then going to select 12 at large berths, and then we're going to invite 20 quarterbacks to come in and compete for the top 10. That's one little thing we're going to do. Next is different with the showcase. At every camp that I run, we're always going to pick 2 kids at every camp that are going to get an automatic invite to the showcase. And then when we get to June, I'm going to decide how many at-large berths to select. So you're going to know plenty of time in advance. Another thing, Coach Phyllis will attest to this. We mail all the information on all of you, the college coaches, numerous times. We have everybody's email, okay? So we get the information out. We send invites to hundreds and hundreds of coaches to come to the showcase, or what we do is we help them out quite a bit. They look at our list of all the kids who were invited back, and they use it as a recruiting tool. Okay? So we'll help you as far as that's concerned. We're not a recruiting agency, nor are we a rating agency or anything of that nature there. Don't want that to be. I want SDS to be known as the #1 camp for developing sound fundamentals to help you go to the next level. That's what we're all about. Okay? And we do, and we're going to work very hard to get better at that every year. I spent 5 days at the Elite 11, and I went there, #1, to watch Andrew compete, but #2, I went there, I'm losing my voice because I'm dry. I went there to learn. I wanted to listen to everything being taught. Okay? Because guys, you never stop learning. Never. Okay? You're continually learning. As coaches, you learn every day. The more people you can talk to that can help you better your game, the better you're going to be. Okay? So we're always looking for something different and something new. Now, one thing as a coach, we do definitely have the gift of gab, and I can go on forever if I needed to, but I don't. But in closing, I do want to thank all the parents for trusting your sons to us this entire year. I personally appreciate it, and I know my coaching staff does too. So in closing, we wish everybody the best. Go out there and win them all. Enjoy the great game, and keep us up to date on all the positive things that are occurring in your life. Now remember this. Make good decisions in school, outside of school, in your community. Say no. Drugs, alcohol, tobacco. Be a leader. Be a leader. Okay? And set by an example. People will follow. They will. Take control of your team. Everybody have a great year. Thanks a bunch. All the winners, I need you out here. We've got to take individual pictures. Thank you.